As you know that kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body when the body is in motion. So today we'll discuss about that the derivation for that kinetic energy. Now by the definition we know that energy possessed by virtue of the motion of a body, that is what said to be kinetic energy. Now let us consider that a car is moving on a straight road with with initial velocity as u meter per second, and now here a force is applied on this car in such a manner that the car is displaced to a certain distance s till b position b. Now here what happens, now as we know by the definition that the energy that will be measured in terms of the work done. So therefore, now we can say that if the body of the if the car is displaced up to s till b, the displacement is s and till b. So in such cases, we will consider that the initial velocity of the car, that is u meter per second, and the final velocity, that is v meter per second, while the displacement, the car is displaced up to s, displacement is s, and the force is applied here is f. These are the variables that we are using here, that the applied force f, when the applied force f is applied on the car, then the car starts moving from u meter per second to v meter per second to till b, and displaced up to s displacement in the direction of force applied. And by the definition we know that here the energy that will be measured in terms of work done by the car while it is moving in translational motion or the linear motion. So now here work done, as we know from the derivation, now work done, that is equal to F into S. Kinetic energy is symbolized as K, so therefore we can say that K is equal to F into S. But F into S means F is equal to the force applied force, that is equal to, as we know, the product of mass and acceleration. So it is MAS, where M stands for the mass of the body and A stands for the acceleration. As you know that it is acceleration, because if the force is applied, then definitely the body must be accelerating in such a condition. But at the same time, we can say from that second equation of motion, that you must have remembered that from the second equation of motion, that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now here, that if we consider that as, then in such cases as will be equal to half into v square minus u square. So now substituting the value of as in this equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2s, and here by taking that as value as MAS, if we substitute the value, then we will be getting that v square means k is equal to m into, in place of as, that will now replace the value of v square minus u square, and that is equal to half into v square minus u square. So now in total, or summarizingly, we can say that the kinetic energy is equal to half m v square minus u square. Now let us consider that the body is moving from that 0, means instantly, initially it was at rest. So in such cases we can say that kinetic energy K is equal to half m into v square minus 0 if the body starts from the rest. Body starts from rest. So now here what happens, if the value of u is equal to 0, in such cases we can say that kinetic energy K is equal to half into mv square. This is what the derivation for that kinetic energy. After deriving the expression for that kinetic energy, now we will discuss about work energy theorem in the above example. What the example that we have taken? Now let us consider that the car is moving initially with u velocity u meter per second, and similarly just like the previous one, the car has reached at b with v meter per second. Example that we have seen, the car is moving from A to B and it is also displaced up to a displacement of S. So now we discuss about work energy theorem, according to which that according to that work energy theorem, the change in kinetic energy of the car from A to B, that is equal to the amount of the work done by the car while it is moving from point A to point B. So according to that work energy theorem, the change in kinetic energy or difference in kinetic energy, that is equal to the work done. Means how much will be the change in kinetic energy, that will be equal to the work done. Now let us consider at point A or at place A, if that the velocity of the car is u meter per second. So at A we can say that kinetic energy at A, that is equal to half m u square. From that above expression, from that previous expression, from that kinetic energy expression or the derivation, we have seen that the formula for kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, where v stands for that the velocity. Similarly at A we can say that kinetic energy at A, that is equal to half m u square. At B we can say that kinetic energy, that will be equal to half m v square. Now the change in kinetic energy, so change in kinetic energy may be Kb minus Ka, provided if Kb or kinetic energy at B is greater than kinetic energy of A. Means, for example, when the body initially at very low speed or very less speed, but it has gained some of the speed here, such that the velocity v is greater than u. If v is greater than u, then in such cases the change in kinetic energy, that is Kb minus Ka, or in other words we can say that this becomes half m v square minus half m u square. Taking half m common, that means we will be getting v square minus u square. But however, v square minus u square from the second equation of motion, as we know, as v square minus u square is equal to 2s. Now by substituting the value of v square minus u square as 2s, we will be getting half into m into 2s, or in such cases that we will be getting the expression mas, where the product of mass and acceleration, that becomes that the force, and this is displacement, and we know that the product of force and displacement, that is equal to the amount of the work done. So when the body moves from that place A to place B, such that if V is greater than U, then in this condition that will be getting that it is equal to that of the work done. Now similarly, if the body is moving from A to B, but however that kinetic energy at A is greater than kinetic energy of B, if the condition is reversed. For example, suppose when a brake is applied to that car moving at 60 km per hour and it is coming to the rest condition, in such cases that we can say that if u is greater than v, means if the initial velocity will be greater than v or final velocity, so in such cases change in kinetic energy that will be equal to that Ka minus Kb, or in such cases half mu square minus half mv square, or by taking half m common, it becomes u square minus v square, or which will be equal to half into m into v square minus u square is equal to 2s, and here it becomes minus 2as. So in such cases we will be getting minus mas or minus m, that is because of minus m into a, that is because of the resistive force upward here, and therefore we can say that it becomes F into S, or that is also equal to the work done. So therefore at any cost we have seen that here how much amount of the kinetic energy is changed whenever a body moves from one place to the other place, moving with a displacement of S. In such cases every time the change in kinetic energy, that will be equal to the work done by the body moving from one place to the other place. Affecting kinetic energy. From the expression we have seen kinetic energy of the body is equal to half mv square. So this expression says that kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Therefore now we can say that kinetic energy will be affected by two factors such as number one, that is your mass. So from this expression we can say that kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass m, provided if v remains constant or velocity of the body remains constant. So what does it mean? It means that greater the mass, greater will be the kinetic energy, provided velocity remains constant. Consider that two bodies are moving, one having mass m, the other is having mass 2m, means if it will be 10 kg and this is 20 kg, but however that both the bodies are moving with same speed, here the speed or the velocity remains v. So in such cases we can say that since the mass is less, so therefore here we will be having the energy, the magnitude of the kinetic energy becomes less, and in such cases kinetic energy will be more. And if we take the ratio between these two, then in such cases the kinetic energy of the body 1, that is equal to half m 10 into v square, and here kinetic energy, that is equal to half 20 into v square. So therefore if we take the ratio between these two, k1 is to k2, that will be equal to half 10 v square by half 20 v square. So therefore cancelling these two, that will be getting, the ratio will be 1 is to 2. Means with what rate the mass will be increased, accordingly that the kinetic energy increases, provided if the speed or the velocity of the body will be remain constant. Now the second factor that we will see from the expression, the second factor that we can see, that is your velocity of the body or the speed of the body. Second factor, that is your velocity or the magnitude of the velocity, that is your speed. Now consider that in this case, in this equation, that we have got half mv square. So therefore kinetic energy is directly proportional to v square, provided mass remains constant. So that means greater the velocity, body moving with greater velocity, greater will be the kinetic energy. Greater will be the kinetic energy, provided that mass remains constant. If two bodies of the same mass are moving with varying velocity, in such cases we can see that whose velocity will be more, or the body moving with a greater velocity will have greater kinetic energy. Let us take an example that two bodies are there having the same mass. If consider that here the mass is equal to 10 kg and here also 10 kg, the mass remains constant. But however, the velocity in this case, that is 20 meter per second, if it is moving in 20 meter per second, whereas here it is moving with 40 meter per second. That means it is having, if the velocity is v, here it is moving with 2v. So therefore in the kinetic energy of the first body k1, that is equal to half mv square, or in place of that half into 10 into v square means 20 square or v square, or in such cases second body the kinetic energy that will be half into 10 into 40 square. So therefore now if we take the ratio between these two, k1 is to k2, that will be equal to half 10 into 20 square divided by half 10 into 40 square. So therefore cancel out and you will be getting 400 by 600, 1600. So therefore 1 is to 4. That means whenever we are increasing that the velocity by 2 times, the kinetic energy will be increased by 4 times. Similarly, if the velocity of the body will be reduced by 2 times, then in such cases we will be getting the entire kinetic energy will be reduced by 1 by 4 times, or 1/4 of that of the previous one. So therefore, velocity is the second factor which also will affect with that of the kinetic energy of the body. Now, from this we can say that since kinetic energy is measured in terms of the work done, so therefore the unit of kinetic energy is also same as the unit of work. As you know that the unit of work done, that is equal to joule in SI system and or in CGS system. So therefore kinetic energy, that the unit will be also joule in SI system and or in CGS system. So all these are about your that the kinetic energy and the derivations regarding the kinetic energy, work energy theorem, and the factors affecting that the kinetic energy. Next session that we will discuss how the kinetic energy and the momentum both are related to each other.